So right now we're heading towards a group of males that were fighting.
So when he charged, she had to run up in the tree.
I'm not sure if this is a good idea. We're just stopping off to buy some chapati right now. Can we buy some chapati? Chapati was what I had in episode 1, and street chapati is the best chapati, and we haven't had it since then. So we're going to buy it to munch on the road. Thank you very much. Have a good day. One thing about Uganda that I'll always remember is the amount of smiling people waving at us wherever we went, welcoming us into their country. After another long drive, the scenery again had changed. Coming from the open plains and savannas, we had arrived in Kibale rainforest. We slept under a canopy of stars and trees in another amazing lodge situated in the middle of the jungle. Even just at the lodge, you could hear what can only be described as an intimidating amount of life. Another early morning start today. We're going to be visiting our ancestors, chimpanzees. I've never seen an ape in the wild before, and I don't think any of the guys on this team have. We're going to be driving a little bit and trekking a few hours deeper into the jungle. Going to try and find them in their natural habitat. Good morning. After a quick breakfast, we started walking into the jungle. Within 5 minutes, it had enveloped us. Okay, so we're about 30 minutes into the jungle, and already we can hear so many different sounds from all the monkeys, all the primates that live here. Another group ahead of us, about an hour ago, spotted the chimps. They've already left, but we know that the chimps are now probably about 20 minutes away. These creatures have muscles that contract, apparently 3 times stronger than humans, so although they're smaller than us physically, they're so much stronger, and they can actually rip your arm out of your socket just with one hand if they want to, so we've got to be very careful and keep our distance of around 8 meters between us and the chimps. Not only because they're wild animals, they're dangerous, also because they actually share 98.7% of our DNA, so they can catch our diseases very quickly, very easily. We also can't feed them. If you start feeding wild animals, obviously they become less wild, more reliant on humans, so we want these chimps to stay as wild as possible and be very respectful of them. These huge structures sticking out of the tree here are called buttress roots. So they grow out to actually support the tree, give it a bit more support in these conditions because of a lot of rain, the soil moves. So these are kind of their roots growing out of the tree, above ground, to give the trees more support. Because these trees here grow absolutely huge. We just had a quick radio and the chimps are moving now. So we have to pick up the pace a little bit to catch them. The forest is now getting super thick. Climbing up this hill to see over the other side. Chimps are moving fast, so it's a challenge to catch up with them. I really hope we don't lose them at this point. Okay, now we need to move a lot faster. We're the only ones in the jungle now. Every single other group is left, and the chimps are moving, so if we want to see them at all, we have to move really fast. Just heard the first chimpanzee grunt, so we know they're near. How close do you think they are?
Maybe like 700 meters.
700 meters, man. We just heard them screaming. Going right off the path now, straight back into the jungle, see if we can capture a glimpse. You can really hear them now. Finally, we saw them. First ones we just saw was a mother and a baby. The baby's just riding on the mother's back and she's slowly just walking with us.
Those should be big males, maybe beating up another chimp.
We're heading closer and closer towards them. They're literally surrounding us right now. There's two chimps right down there. There's some behind us. Being a bit hectic. But there's two right in front of me here who are just really relaxing. Grooming each other. Apparently this is the hour where they groom each other. Just kind of chill out and eat the insects. They really know how to relax, these chimps. Just lie down. It's one of his feet in the air over here. I was not expecting to see this many when I came here. Surrounded by a huge family, and they're all completely on the ground. Super lucky to experience this right now. They've just found a huge fig tree and are eating the figs and dropping them right where we are. There's a couple up the tree there, you can't see them now. They found the figs and they love them.
They've made the food calls. They first went to the other fig tree, but they checked up and it must have not been good for them. So they came down and moved up here. And then when he first went up, he made the food calls and then later grunts. And now everybody's responding. So if one lost track of the group and he's in a distance, then he will drum the buttresses and then supplements with the noise. And then the rest in a distance will respond. Chimpanzees live as a community. They don't live in families at all. And they don't have specific partnership like male and female. So they belong to everyone. And that's the reason if a young one or a baby made an alarm, then they all have to respond because they don't know whose son that one is. Chimps will only know their maternal relatives, but not paternal relatives. This group has got between 100 to 120 as the whole community. It's rare to find the whole community together. Chimpanzees are very strong. More than 3 men. The revenue that we collect here, some percentage goes to the communities because chimpanzees have got man as their #1 enemy. So the people now know the value of having chimpanzees protected. And then we also have a team of rangers that is in charge of patrolling around.
For the conservation area?
For the conservation area. Checking if there are any poachers or any snares.
Chimp just chilling right here. Looking right at me. Dude, just like people of the jungle, people of the forest. Such human-like faces. And hands and everything. Thank you, buddy. That was insane. He was just sitting there. They just don't care, do they? They just do not care that we are here. They almost just ignore us. Which I don't even understand. Like, surely they would feel like we're at least another tribe of chimps or something. They feel somewhat threatened, or... But nah, they just sit there and look at us occasionally, and that's it. What's up, man?
Oh, man. Had a good time.
Amazing time, man.
Chimps,
Chimps,
baby chimps.
baby chimps, male chimps, female chimps, everything, man. It was so epic. Sleep time.
Leave everyone behind. Just don't hold that.
Ja. Oder? Muss ja nicht spontan wahrscheinlich.
This is the reason why we came here. This is the highlight of the trip. This is what everything has been building up to.